Hello, family. I'm going to go over some quick basic settings that are crucial to your Zoom meetings. I'm on the website, so if you notice, I've logged in with my computer school account, and if I haven't, I would make sure that I did, right, by going to this icon and making sure that I am logged in to my computer school account. That's really important. So first, I'm on the settings page. I'm at meetings. I hit meetings. I don't have any scheduled meetings. I don't want that, but I'm in the settings of Zoom. You want to go to, once you're in the settings, scroll all the way down because these are before. We already have those things set up, right? There it goes. We already have those things set up. I'm going to go to in-meeting controls to get to chat, right? Now I've got it. In-meeting, basic, chat. Allow meeting participants to send a message visible to all participants, right? If I want to use the chat, I'm going to keep that open. Chat is very useful in class. Keep it on. But here we have prevent participants from saving chat. You can click that. Private chat. Allow meeting participants to send a private one-to-one message to another participant. If I click that on, they can message privately. We don't want them to message privately. There's nothing they have to say to each other that they shouldn't be able to say to us. Change that. Now they cannot chat privately. I'm going to show you in a second how to turn off the chat altogether in a live meeting. Auto saving chat, I would have that on just in case. Maybe there is something that you want to capture. You can always delete that after it's downloaded to your computer. Sound notification when someone joins or leaves. This is to help you find kids who are in the waiting room. Play sound for host and co-hosts only. Hosts and co-hosts only. So then you're hearing it, but not everybody else, but make sure that is turned on. Now we're going to go to the annotation, right? We have screen sharing, which should already be on and helping everyone else. Annotation. Allow hosts and participants to use annotation tools to add information to share screens. If you're not using it, turn it off. And now that you've seen, it says your settings have been updated. The next meeting that I have won't have those. I, however, teach my kids how to use annotation. I want to use it and I know how to turn it off. But if you're not using it, click that, it'll never be on. If you're using it, turn it on, and then you can adjust if you want them to be able to save or not. But I will show you now too how to turn it off if you are using it live. And the last thing we're going to talk about is to rejoin that meeting. So you have the whiteboard, remove participants to rejoin. If I click that off, they won't be able to rejoin. So if I'm using my personal meeting room and I need to let somebody in later, that's not going to work. They won't be able to get in. So I'm going to keep it on. Allow remove participants to rejoin. I'm going to keep that on so that they can get out later. They can come back later. Allow participants to rename themselves. We are, as a community, want to keep that on so that they can rename themselves as opposed to us renaming them during our meetings. This is something I'm considering turning on. Hide participant profiles during a meeting. So for instance, some of our kids who don't want to use their cameras have pictures, and I don't always like those pictures. So if I click this, then the names only will come up. The last thing I want to show you, this is already longer than I had promised it would be, is in the chat. If I click these buttons and I go to participants can chat with no one, this has turned the chat off. Right now, they can chat publicly with everyone. They can't chat privately because I turned that off. And they can chat with me privately. If I click no one, they won't be able to chat at all. And the last thing for the annotation features, if I did want to share a screen, when I'm sharing that screen at the top or the bottom, wherever that sharing screen option is, under more, now I can disable attendee annotation. So if I have it live and they've lost that privilege, I can turn it off. I can also, right now I have it as showing the names of the annotators. If I click this, it'll hide those names. So you have options. Even if you want to use annotation, you can change those settings. But if you're not using it all, shut it down in the settings. I hope this was helpful, and good luck with the rest of your classes.